Welcome back to Dungeons and Chronics. A little update on the ruined castle corner build. Painted it all black. I painted the bottom black because cardboard tends to warp when you paint it or glue it. So I wanted to paint both sides to not have that warp. And I cut out the door, a little door section. I thought I had a mini here for scale. Yep. Cut out the door, I've painted it all black. I painted just these little parts black because I had some gaps there, but I like that for the build. It is a ruined castle, so any little dents and cracks, it'll be just perfectly fine. I added these two pieces. I think they fell in there nicely. Scrap foam. And I'm about to cut out the bricks. These are, from foam board, not pink XPS foam. But they because it's cardboard and it has this thickness, the way I do the bricks, they give it still a little 3D look, and some of them I don't put straight, a little crooked here and there because the castle is ruined, some cracks on it. I'll probably have to give this one a dry brush of a light gray or beige and maybe a wash, but yep, that's what I got for you so far. I'm start cutting out the bricks. And once I lay them out, I'll start working on the little ledge with some steps or something like that. That's what we got for you at Dungeons and Chronics, and we'll be right back. A little tip, if you're cutting out foam bricks like this out of foam board and not them square XPS foam bricks, I suggest before you cut them out, you texture, the foam board. It's a lot easier than when they cut up. Even though once I texture them and cut them out and shape them into more or less the shape I want, I put them in a can with some rocks and give it a little more texture. But I always try to texture the walls or whatever little bricks I'm cutting before I glue them on. Sometimes I forget. It's much easier, especially when you're doing like corner pieces like this. See, once that's glued, it's, it's hard for the, I've seen crafters that make a special tool. I think the guy from Tabletop Witchcraft, he got a little thingamajig he makes to get into corners and stuff like that to give it texture. But to avoid the hassle, I just try to texture it before I glue anything. So this is what the bricks, it's a little less than an inch, about a quarter less than an inch, more or less. I don't know my precise measurements. Like I said, I don't really measure. That's what it is. Right there. So from here, I'll cut out some squares. Round out the edges. I like to round them out. And we'll have some bricks. So I measured out some bricks. It's about an inch. Each brick should be about an inch, not less. Well, yeah, could be less, a little more. But don't worry about straight lines or anything like this. This is gonna be, as you can see, it's a ruined corner piece. Sorry about the background noise. They currently doing constructions in my building and they like right by my window. That's why Sometimes I don't shoot videos because they've been here like a month, jackhammering like by my living room and the kitchen area. But yeah, about an inch apart, more or less. You know, I just traced out a line for you guys, but once I get like a little measuring, I just start cutting it up. You know, like I said, I round out the corners, and a little bit of my technique of rounding out the corners is using my thumb. It seems to work for me, see? You know, this has that piece, but I round out the corners. I'm working here too. Yep, so that's what we have. We're gonna cut out a bunch of these and glue a couple and show you. Okay, we cut out some bricks, a few of them. This is what they look like. I rounded out the edges, beveled the edges. Like I said, I do it with my thumbnail like that. We're gonna give it a little more texture. The old rock trick. I had a lid to this, but I lost it. Just put them in there. Couple of twirls. Sorry about the noise. And just gonna glue a couple of these. These are my little tips and tricks when I'm doing this. What I normally do when I'm laying bricks, I usually try to start at the corner or the end. You know, usually the corner if it has a corner. That way I could give it, you know, the brick look. Like sometimes I don't do it if I don't catch myself. But what I'm trying to do is like this. Large, small, large, small, large. This should have been smaller and this should have been large. You know, to give it the feel like this brick continues over here or this brick continues on this side. Kind of, you know, the best I can. So I go the same way. If I did large here, I go small here, small, large, large, small, small, large. See, small, large, and that's basically it. I'm gonna glue a couple of these so you can see, you know, which ain't, you know, basically nothing. And after this, I guess the next time you'll see this, it'll be all bricked up, hopefully painted, and I'll be working on this side. I have to paint this black. You know, so let's see if the hot glue gun is hot enough to glue a couple of these. You look for the, you know, you look for the side that got the most details, I guess, the most texture. And here we go. I'm using hot glue. It's a little messier because you get the whiz, you know, from the hot glue. If you want to go faster, kind of, you know, it's funny because if you use Elmer's glue, you work faster, but not, you know, because you could just glue a whole portion of this and just lay down bricks, but then you have to wait till it dries to paint and stuff like this. And here I'm gluing them individually with the hot glue. But once I glue them, basically in seconds, you know, that's it. It's there. So I'm gonna do just a couple. See, here we'll go short and then long and then short and then long. So I'm gonna cut some of these in half. Just like 2 or 3. I just wanna give you like the idea. Then you cut them, it'll have that little, you know, corner. and I round them out. It's simple. You know, you use what you got. And, you know, I work in the kitchen a lot, and the best tools are these right here. Okay. Round it out. So that'll be here. And then a long, short, and that's basically the trick. You know, I'm working on learning how to edit videos and stuff like that, so you don't see like a compilation of the same video 3 or 4 times until I finish the project or get it, you know, as near completion as I want for the video. For this, you know, I try to leave gaps. I don't want it like on the other one. I want to leave it just like this. I'm mimicking this so it could blend in with the same. So I want to leave little gaps. I don't want to be like right on top of it. As long as you can see the black a little bit, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. You know, everybody who celebrates the holidays must be getting ready for the holidays. Another thing I do, I overlay them. So I would try to lay this one over that one, if you get what I'm trying to say. Just glue a couple more. And then that's it, because I got a couple of pork shoulders in the oven I gotta take out. Gotta remember to leave the gaps. You know, so that's what I want. I gotta put more glue. That's what I'm looking for. I should have done it the other way. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take these 2 out, because since this is the front, I don't like the way this is looking. So I actually want, you see how it's showing this? I actually want this one out a little bit. So I'll redo these, but not now. I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you leave it overlap a little bit, like I already know, since that brick is there, that's the overlap I want, kind of. Let's do another short one. Just give you guys the idea, which I'm pretty sure you have an idea. And you don't always need XPS foam. I know in a lot of places, you know, it ain't North America, it's hard to get that XPS foam. This pink insulation foam is hard to get in some places. But you need bricks, styrofoam bricks from foam board. Yeah, this is much better. You see how it doesn't show the line like that? You know, whatever's your face, I mean, even though, you know, you could turn the building and I don't know how you're gonna position it once you make it, but I would go for the face to hide the line of this. That's why I'm gonna redo these. I'm gonna do like 2 more, 1 more, so y'all guys can see. I mean, you already see. Remember to leave a little gap, like that. This side with more texture. And glue this final brick. And thank you guys for watching, for subscribing. You know, any comments, any suggestions, highly appreciate it. You see, it doesn't, this side will show instead of like that way, you know. Since it's the front, I'd rather have it like that. You know, and like I said before, this is a ruined castle, so I'm not looking for perfection. If the bricks I actually try, let me cut one more just to. I actually try to lay some of the bricks wonky and looking like they misplaced or whatever, or falling, you know, and I do that by sticking one edge, gluing one edge more than the other and leaving it like a little out, a little crooked, you know, a little sticking out from an angle or something, just to give it variations and looking like it's crumbling. But yep. Here, you know, I'm gonna do the stone thing. You know, I want it like this. Like I said, it's gonna go for this piece, so I have to mimic this exact build. So, but what I do is I take a page from Jeremy at Black Magic Craft. When I'm breaking something up, I don't really worry about too much. You know, I just lay the bricks, whatever. Like, if they overlapping or they cover the door or cover the window, I'll cut that out, you know, later on and get a nice little clean edge instead of laying the brick and cutting it and laying the brick and cut it. I just lay them all. Once I have all the bricks, whether they overlap, then I'll cut them out later on, you know. But I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. I hope you're getting inspired to build. I hope I'm giving you guys ideas. Give me ideas. Comment, subscribe, like, share. Have a good one and get the crafting.